The final chapter awaited, and it was time for the curtain call on Michael's twisted performance. I had come full circle, from the naivete of love's first blush to the steely resolve of a woman scorned. As I faced him for the last time, my heart was a fortress, impervious to his pleading eyes and trembling lips. This was the moment of my emancipation, the day I declared my independence from the web of his lies. In this chapter, I take you through my final goodbye to Michael, a farewell laced with empowerment and the promise of a new dawn. It was my turn to script the ending, to deliver the coup de grace to our toxic bond. And as I walked away, the chains of his deceit fell away, clattering into the silence of the past. Chapter 6. Facing down my cheating husband, my revenge on his twisted love games. The day of reckoning came with a sunrise that painted the sky in hues of justice and retribution. I stood before the mirror, not just to dress for the occasion, but to talk to the woman who stared back at me. She'd been through the storm, baptized by betrayal, and now she was ready to face the architect of her pain. It wasn't revenge I was after. That word implies a desire to inflict pain for pain's sake, and that wasn't what drove me. It was about standing in my truth, about showing Michael that I wasn't just a footnote in his sordid narrative. I was the headline, the main story, the teller of tales. Michael had requested to meet, a last-ditch effort to sway the narrative, no doubt. I agreed, not for him, but for me. I needed this closure, a full stop at the end of a sentence that had run on too long. We met at a neutral place, a park bench that had borne witness to many a secret shared and kiss stolen. He was there before me, the lines of worry etched into his brow, a stark contrast to the carefree face I once knew. "Anna," he began, his voice the familiar melody that once made my heart sing. But now, it was just noise. "Save it, Michael," I interrupted. The power of cutting him off was intoxicating. "I'm not here to listen to more lies. I'm here to tell you that it's over. Really over. And to give you this." I handed him an envelope, much like the one Beth had given me, filled with the police reports, the testimonies, the evidence of his double life. His hands shook as he took it, the finality of the gesture not lost on him. "Anna, please," he implored, but I raised my hand, stopping him mid-plea. "No, Michael, I gave you more chances than you deserved. I loved you more than you were worth. Now, I'm taking back my life." I turned then, leaving him with his envelope of truths, the portrait of a man undone by his own doings. I didn't look back. Some part of me wanted to see him, to witness the crumbling of his facade, but I knew some sights were better left to the imagination. Walking away, I felt the chapters of my life turning, a new page ready to be written. I thought of Beth, of the other women, of the lives entangled with a man who was less than we all deserved. We were a tapestry of strength and resilience, woven together by the thread of his deceit. As I reached my car, I allowed myself one final glance at the park bench. He was still there, head in hands, a figure of loneliness and regret. I felt a twinge of something, pity, maybe, or just the last vestiges of a love that was never truly mine. Driving away, the road stretched out before me, not a path to an unknown destination, but a runway to a future I was ready to embrace. I had love to find, stories to write, a life to live. And this time, I would be the one in the driver's seat. The horizon called to me, a siren song of hope and new beginnings. And as the first chapter of the rest of my life began, I knew one thing for certain. I was finally free.